Hi guys, it's Lewis-duncan. I hope you are very, very well this evening. Please excuse the fact I have removed my makeup and look slightly, well, you can guess, very beardy as well. Obviously it is November or Movember, so all you guys out there, or girls, if you want to join in and grow a moustache for charity, well done you. I've got this thing going on and I have been talked into keeping it, growing it in by Varsity Beard. So hi, hope you're very well. This is your fault. But I quite like it. At the moment it's not too long, it's not too crazy. But we'll see what goes on. But if you like it, let me know. So tonight I was lucky enough to go to the theatre. I'm a massive, massive fan of going to the theatre. I think it's such a lovely, lovely thing to do. And when there's something amazing on, it's even better. I was lucky enough to go to the press launch or the press event or the press evening of, and I went to go and see I keep calling it Dust, I'm so sorry. Dance Till Dawn. All day I've called it Dust Till Dawn because, it's quite a famous thing. But this is Dance Till Dawn. And this is the two beautiful people from Strictly Come Dancing who you will recognise, Vincent and Flavia. I'm not going to have a go at pronouncing Flavia's surname because I will butcher it and then I'll be absolutely mortified. So Flavia, I do apologise. But gorgeous name, basically. You are both incredible. Utterly amazing. Literally the entire musical play. It's always one of those in between grounds because it's a play, but it's music, but it's not necessarily. It wasn't music the entire way through it, so there obviously was speech as such. But I think you would still class that as a musical. Incredible costume, incredible dance, mind blowing. Singing, wow. Honestly, it's one of these ones where you go to and when it's new and when something's going on, yeah, we're going to go and see what's going on. And when it has celebrities in it, sometimes that's a really nice park and you think, oh, we'll see. But generally, utterly amazing. So I'm going to go and show you through the... I can never remember the name of it, honestly. It's silly o'clock at night. And I've been so busy today, I haven't actually had a physical bite to eat, which is why I'm a little bit juddery. And I also popped to the Media Hub's event pre-hand as well. So inside is all the details in the programme, there we go, about Dust Till Dawn. Dance Till Dawn. I've done it again, I'm so sorry, so it's going to be etched into my brain forever, ever afterwards. So, as I said, so these are the gorgeous people that were involved in it. Obviously, Flavia and Vincent choreographer. They were co-choreographer. That's such a difficult word for me to say. The dancers. So the two of them did the dancing. So we have set designer of Morgan Lodge. I loved it because, when you have quite a small stage, and you have lots of scenes where you want it to be really different, and it's ways of doing it, and I don't want to give too much away because I want people to go and see it and enjoy it without knowing certain scenes. But there are certain parts in the play itself where obviously things are movable. Things are moved within certain dances or certain sections and moved back as if they would have automatically been there. So it's kind of almost like a dream stage. And obviously things are on casters and wheels and that aspect. So amazing how everything is done to work, to sort of be really simultaneous. And actually what's really charming about the narrator, who's also, part of the play, it's not a narration from above, it's narration during, is he actually makes references to things like that within another play. So it's really, really witty, it's really, really funny. I was giggling my entire way through. It's quite slapstick humour in some of the parts, some of it's quite dry and quite witty. I think very British. It's kind of like that really, that Carry On movie. I really, really love that. It's quite 50s based, and obviously there is a plot twist, and I don't want to give too much away because I don't actually know what the press blurb is, what they've given out to say it is sort of based on. But there's some beautiful imagery within the book as well of the two dancing and obviously some of the history about them, what they do. There's some gorgeous pictures. So this was one of the other main ladies in it, and her real name is Abby Oldham, and she played Lana Clemens. Incredible voice, literally blown away. There are certain songs within throughout the sort of sequence, that her voice just, wow, amazing. And they sing Moon River, which happens to be one of my literally all-time favourite songs. Obviously one because of Breakfast at Tiffany being my favourite film, but there's just something that's always been about that song. It's sort of, during the dancing sequence during that song, it's very moving. And I actually heard a lady say that she'd had a little cry during that part when we went to the interval. I overheard her say that, and I thought that was incredibly sweet, because the chap who sang it was just amazing. So there are some gorgeous large sort of pictures of the guys as well, and then there is things like all the cast members and all the people that are involved. As I said, I mentioned the costume. I thought the costumes are beautiful. It has that very much 50s vibe, Bugsy Malone, that kind of really cool, quirky effect. But what I liked about the clothing is it's not too dissimilar from Strictly Come Dancing, but obviously there wasn't as many glitter, crystals and jazz. But the guys, the pants that the guys are wearing, that slightly higher waisted, very much sort of quite fluid down, sort of boot cut kick flare, which is quite 50s, that sort of looser fit pant. I actually find that very flashing on a guy who sort of elongates. I don't tend to like high waisted, so if I wore them, I'd want them low. But in terms of, for dancing and stuff, it gives you the fluid movement. And actually, in sort of, as they're spinning and doing certain routines, it plays perfectly. And then obviously against the girls with the shorter sort of fun dresses. So Vicky Gill was the costume designer, and 40 years young, mum of 3, and a businesswoman, Vicky Gill has been adding her unique sprinkling of sparkle through the dance and entertainment industry for 15 years. So it's amazing. She does work on Strictly Come Dancing, so there we go. Just trying to see, she's worked with pop princess Kylie Minogue, Cheryl Cole, Saturdays. She's spoken at the V&A Museum, Victorian Albert Museum, which is amazing. It's a very little pretty thing as well. Yeah, no, I really, really enjoyed that. So we've got a mixing of, lighting, musical director. I always like the bit where you find the cast members. So you see, these are some of the dancers. This is always fun because you can all spot the hotties. There it is. I was quite enjoying him. And this girl here, she's absolutely beautiful. So it was really fun. So it was really charming, actually. I quite liked sort of the cast and how they interacted together, and how it worked. As I was saying, when they were moving the sort of sets around, how the other members of the cast were kind of integrated and sort of became part of it, and the humour and stuff. I really, really liked that. I'm going to do a little written article about it and what have you, but I just wanted to do a video as well because I did want to say how much I enjoyed it, and I think if you're looking for something to do, obviously it's coming into that season where people are liking to go to the theatre, they're liking to go to, oh golly, what is it called? Olivia and I were talking about it. Oh gosh. During Christmas, pantomime. Gosh, there we go. So I definitely need something to eat. Sort of that season where people like to get out and about and get something interesting. And as the nights are getting cold and dark, and it's really, really nice to go and see something. So this is definitely on my list of must-haves. It's something I'd actually really go and see again. It started roughly around 7 p.m. and then I think it finished sort of just before or just around 9 o'clock. So it was quite a short, but I suppose quite standard in terms of length, because all the dancers are going to be absolutely exhausted. And it was quite funny when I was leaving on the way out. Obviously they'd got backstage and I heard this wow, this uproar of cheer, and I think that was so incredibly charming. Everyone was on their feet, and then for all the cast as well as Flavia and Vincent, so I think they did a fantastic job. I did see a couple of some other celebrities that were there. Tim Wonnacott, who is the antiques expert, and I do believe he is, I think he might have got off Strictly, but he was on Strictly Come Dancing this year. I don't know if he's still in. I do think he's out. I haven't been able to catch up on it as much as possible. I normally would, but I do really like it. I love Frankie Stanford. She's amazing. I did watch, was it last night or the night before? I'm trying to think, maybe I did watch some the other night. Her with the long hair again. It was quite funny. I would say, she looks incredible with short hair, and I knew during her pregnancy she had the long as well, but she looks so different. Who else was there? There was a couple of other people I spotted that were within the entertainment industry, and on the press call sheet that my god, there was quite a few, but where I was at, amazing view. I'm not going slightly, thank you so much for my seat, it was incredible. I couldn't see around, I was actually at the quite near the stage, but at the end, because of my legs, obviously that makes such a difference having the space to where some of the other things where I couldn't necessarily see. But when I arrived, there were paps, and I got papped on the way in, so I knew obviously there were quite a lot of people, and obviously Vincent and Flavia as well, I'm sure they got papped as well. But as I said, I really did enjoy it. I do really recommend it. As I said, it's really fun to do. The music in it, you will recognise there are modern day songs, and they've taken a slight twist to them. There are some very cool songs that are, as I said, like Moon River, it's like Catches Your Heart, and I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar, I'm a woman. I'm not going to sing because that is not my job. That's Lydia Lucy. She's much better at that than I am. Well done, darling. Get on that track. But it's got that really lovely vibe about it. I found it really charming. As I mentioned earlier, the guy that narrated it was hilarious. I really did like him. So if you are looking for something to do go and see Dance Till Dawn. Thanks guys, see you later.